So we're here to talk about exactly how to leverage your data so that you can have the confidence and the clarity to go from uncertain to unstoppable. And the best way to do that is to nail your scorecard and have the best measurables so that you can effectively predict and know exactly how your business is doing so that you could ultimately get those results. So we can do that by following 6 steps. So if you're ready, step 1 is identifying those key measurables. We should be able to have weekly measurables. The most important ones, we shouldn't need 55 measurables. We should be able to know exactly how our business is doing with 5 to 15. When I'm looking across the organization, every one of my major functions should have 1 or 2 key measurables so that we can look across the business. They should be activity-based, tracking that human activity that gets us the results that we want. And then we should always start with the company scorecard or the leadership team scorecard. And then eventually this discipline is going to flow down. Well, we will have departmental scorecards and key measurables, but let's start with the company first. If you're really struggling to get these right measurables, we should be able to identify some most important things in our business, and this will help you kind of create that context. We should be able to understand, how do we get new customers, right? What are the key measurables or drivers that help us get new customers? How do we get more orders from our existing customers? How do we make sure that our customers are happy and we're serving them well? How do we make sure that we are serving these customers profitably so that our business is making money? And then how do we make sure we're not running out of cash, right? So if you and your leadership team understand these 5 things, those should drive identifying those key measurables across your organization. Step 2 is deciding who is accountable for each one of these measurables. One person should own each one. They should have clarity on what their role is, and they should be able to report on it each week. So step 3 is deciding on a goal for each metrics. They could be greater than, equal to, less than, really just understanding what the goal should be for each one of these drivers so that you know that you've had a great week or a bad week, or it's identified some problems in your business that you need to look a little deeper. You should be meeting these measurables 80% of the time, so you do want to apply a little pressure and challenge your organization, your leadership team, but 80% of the time you should be hitting this measurable. And they're supposed to be providing an early indicator, early warning sign that something is off in your business and you got to look a little deeper. That's the whole intention of providing that goal, okay? Step 4 is putting dates on the scorecard. Even if you're halfway through your quarter or sometime halfway through your year, you just start the following week, just put a date in there, and you track these measurables every week. We're looking at 13 weeks at a glance, and it'll allow you to assess trends in your business, so you don't need to wait. You just start next week. So step 5 is make someone accountable for the discipline of the scorecard, making sure that the numbers are filled out each week and that data is accurate. That's the most important thing. So someone should really just own that discipline every week. Step 6 is everyone needs to understand the importance of the scorecard. It's reviewed each week, and when these numbers are off, you gotta have the discipline of IDSing it. You gotta make it an issue and discuss it, and it should drive your decision making so you take action. That's the whole importance of the scorecard. And once you nail these 6 steps, it's really about this discipline of this feedback in your business. The scorecard is meant to give you insight and transparency so you know when something is off. You can ask yourself, do you have a people issue? Or do you have a process issue, right? It's a continuous improvement tool, a continuous feedback loop where you can really take your business from uncertain to unstoppable.